All right, now Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko says that he will initiate the process of terminating the deed of transfer that saw some key county functions taken up by the Nairobi Metropolitan Services under the national government. Sonko was meant to physically appear before the Senate to explain the workings and the status of the transfer, but sent a representative. Leila Mohammed has more.
It was all smiles in February 2020 when the national government and the county government of Nairobi put pen to paper a deal to transfer 4 key functions from the city-county to a newly created agency, the Nairobi Metropolitan Services. A Gazette notice that followed, signed by Devolution CS Eugene Wamalwa, justified the decision, saying the Nairobi County was in fact conscious of its internal constraints that slowed down the effective discharge of its functions. Without a deputy governor or active speaker in the county assembly at that time, and with the governor having been barred by a court from accessing his office while facing corruption charges, the national government pulled the trigger, saying some of the functions would be more effectively performed and exercised by the national government.
We would want to see the deed of transfer when the county government signed the transfer of function from maybe health to Nairobi Metropolitan Services.
In the deed of transfer, County Public Works, Utilities and Ancillary Services, County Planning and Development Services, County Transport Services, and most importantly, County Health Services are now under the care of the Nairobi Metropolitan Services.
Who is in charge? Because this business of where we are going, right, because when I read the governor's responses, this seems to blaming NMS. So how do we get down to the bottom line of these matters?
But the relationship between the county boss and the new management has been uneasy. The president himself has tried to mediate, asking the two sides to set aside their differences and work for the people of the great county of Nairobi.
Sonko wacha siasa. Jemedari hana haja na kiti ya governor.
But in his submission to the Senate, Governor Sonko fired at the NMS, accusing it of incompetence, particularly in the delivery of health services, especially after a mother was forced to give birth in public right outside the gate of Pumwani Hospital, as health workers downed their tools over a number of grievances.
Because we have an issue of money not being released to the county. We are almost having services stalling.
On why certain projects have stalled, Sonko noted that a grant of 172.2 million shillings from the Danish government to support level 2 health facilities is still untouched due to suspension of IFMIS by the National Treasury. He also states that this suspension has strained the county's finances as another 17 million from Danida for level 2 and 3 hospitals and a 79 million shillings grant from the Ministry of Health lies untouched.
The governor appears before this committee on Monday at 11 a.m. without fail.
Leila Mohammed, NTV.